Yes, what's up? How you doing? Of course, from wherever you are catching us from, Luzay Andrew Anderson is my name. Of course, I want to start by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It doesn't matter, of course, where you are watching in from. But of course, today in Uganda, yes, today in Uganda, of course, the date is today is Thursday, 7th of the year 2023 of December. We are almost winding up with a year. But of course, in case you're watching in, I want to say thank you very much for watching. You can go ahead and hit the subscription button, or you can also go an extra mile and of course hit the notification button so that each time we come through, you're among the first people, of course, to be watching. Did you know that you can become a successful social media influencer? Most of the people globally are making too much money, out of social media. But this time around, I'm going to concentrate mainly on YouTube. Did you know that you can get up to 100 million Ugandan shillings just off YouTube? Just off YouTube. Today we're going to just concentrate basically on YouTube. We are going to be brief. We're going to be talking about the East African artists, of course, who have been successful on YouTube. But this time around, before we can go there, let me inspire you a little bit. There is a lady who goes by the names of Angela Sama Namubiro. Guys, I first want you to watch this year. She's called Angela Sama Namubiro. Yes, she's a Ugandan. And she makes chunks of money just off her social media. To be specific, as I told you initially, that we are going to concentrate mainly on YouTube. So let's look at this, yeah? Her name is Angela Sama Namubiro. She's a Ugandan, of course. And she's got 1.57 million views, and of course she only has 219 videos. Why did I start with her? Because I just want to inspire you just a little bit. Njagala kubanga inspiring just a little bit. Yeah. Of course, if you can go still on her page here, yeah, in case you go on her page, okay, this is her YouTube channel, but of course we want to go for the extras, the what we call the about. Yeah, if you look at the about here, you can see that, of course, hi, my name is Angela Sama Nambiru from Uganda, East Africa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am happy to experience this beautiful life with you. And of course, she's got 1.57 subscribers. She's only got 219 videos, and she's got over 574 millions 582 views. And of course, she's joined YouTube. That was around 2014, yeah, January 14th. But if we can still again go and we see, there is something, before we can go there, let's first come back. There is something called a social blade. This social blade helps you sometimes. It gives you an estimate of how much someone could be making off their YouTube and even different other accounts like maybe TikTok, Facebook. It gives you a simple explanation of how much these people could be making. Yeah. So if you go to her social blade, it is just very easy. You go to Google, then just write in social blade, then it will bring you all these other details. You just write in the channel, the name of the channel, and you want to see how much basically these people make. So I went to Angela Sama Namubiro, and of course the rank, her rank here in Uganda, she's ranked number 4. Let me analyze this a little bit so that you can see it perfectly. Yeah, she's her rank in Uganda, she's number 4. Of course, we have these kids of the Masaka kids. They rank number 1. Then we got this other lady, who the comedian. Then we also got Eddie Kenzo there. So we got a couple of them. So if you go to her rank here in Uganda is number 4, and of course these others you can ignore. Then look at the estimated monthly earnings. She earns about 4,000, that is US dollars, between 4,000 to 74,000. $74,000. You can try to change that in Ugandan currency, and you see basically how much she makes. And a year she makes between 55,000 to 890,000. Those are USD, yeah? Those are USD. So you make simple calculation and you see how much Angela Sama Namubiro makes. That's quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money, being young, having one kid and not yet married officially. That's a lot of money. So that's why I decided to come up and tell you, I want to inspire you a little bit So you can see how much he makes. That's a lot of money. You try to change it in your Ugandan currency. But of course, that dream is very possible with everyone, anyone. It doesn't matter whether you did not reach the university or you didn't reach secondary or you don't have a degree or diploma. As long as you're creative enough and people can watch your content and love it, then guess what? You can be a successful YouTuber. And of course, YouTubers also pay taxes. Yeah, they pay taxes. So that means it is very, very, very legal. So I did not come to give you all this history. Today, I just wanted to show you some of the successful artists, of course, in East Africa. And of course, if we can start with a gentleman, of course, called Bahati. Yes. Bahati is a Kenyan artist, yeah, because I told you we're going to be concentrating more with East African artists. And of course, if we can go through his channel, you can see that, of course, he's got his Bahati Kenya. He's got 1.29 million subscribers, and he's only gotten 300 videos. Yeah. So that means, he can make a living. He can make a living. But of course, I'll be telling you briefs. And of course, when we come to number 10 with Bahati in Kenya. And then we can go to number 9. That is, of course, the one and only Otile Brown. Of course, he's also from Kenya. For some reasons, you're going to notice that most of the people we're going to be having and topping the chart for the most subscribers on YouTube, they are basically from Tanzania or even Kenya. In Uganda, you'll see whom we are having there. So with Otile Brown Official, he's got 1.35 million subscribers and with only 86 videos. 86 videos only. And of course, he ranks number 9. Then when it comes to number 8, that is Lavia. Of course, he's from TZ, and he's gotten 1.45 million subscribers. But for some reason, his channel is not there. Why? At times when you break the rules and regulations of YouTube, you can be demonetized, or they can even go an extra mile and they take off your channel. Completely, they take off your channel. For number 8, Lavia, of course, from Tanzania, who is supposed to be having 1.45 million subscribers. His channel is off. I don't know. Of course, if we can refresh a little bit back, you can notice that in Kenya, there was one of the guys whom really I looked up to, and that is Andrew Kibe. He's one of the best YouTubers, of course, who inspired me so much, because he could just sit in a space like this and then just talk, not inviting. He could invite guests once in a while. But of course, Kenyans just came together, more so when it comes to the female, and then they followed his channel, and then it was taken down. But of course, currently, nowadays, of course, he's in Kenya, of course, for a given concert that is supposed to be there. So number 8, it was supposed to be Lavia, but of course, he's off. Then we go to number 7, Shboy. Yeah, Shboy. Then headlines, that is number 7. Of course, having this number of subscribers. I started by telling you the date because people can keep on subscribing, and before you know it, by the time I made the video, you will notice that they're a little bit more, but of course they range in that number. Of course, with Shboy, all the way from, of course, Somalia. He's also an artist, and he's having 1.49. Yeah, 1.49 million subscribers, and he's only having 120 videos. Yeah, so that means he can also make a good living, of YouTube. Then, of course, on number 6, we are having the one and only, of course, that is Ali Kiba, all the way from Ali Kiba from Tanzania. And of course, he's having 1.76. Yeah, let's analyze this a little bit so that you can see it a little better. Ali Kiba, all the way from Tanzania, he's having 1.76 million subscribers, and of course, he's gotten only 245 videos. That means he can also be a very successful YouTuber. But I'll explain to you a little bit later. When it comes to artists, it's quite different. Yeah, it is quite different from people who are not artists, like music artists. Yeah, like musicians. It's quite different. I'm going to be explaining to you a little bit later. But of course, on ranking on number 5. Yes, on number 5 we are having our own from Uganda, and that is the one and only Eddie Kenzo, aka Edrisa Musuza. Those are our original names. Yeah, Eddie Kenzo is having 2.32 million subscribers. That is 2.32 million subscribers, and he's only gotten 634 videos. So you can imagine. You can imagine. Now, this is the thing. If you went to, of course, Eddie Kenzo is ranked number 5 in East Africa for the most followed artist in East Africa. So he's having only 2.32, yeah, 2.32 million subscribers with a few videos. Now, when it comes to artists, for them, they have their kind of channel, which is it is musical. So they always have, let me show you what they always have. They have that simple signature app there. Let me bring it back here. If you see here up where there is Eddie Kenzo, yeah, you see there where there is Eddie Kenzo, the name. Let me enlarge it a little bit more so that you can see it. You see Eddie Kenzo, then there is that small sign there, that small sign after Eddie Kenzo music. So in case you went to Social Blade and you want to find out maybe how much they are making, you won't be able to see. For some reasons, I don't know why they decided to do it like that, but for others who are not doing basically music, then you can get to see how much they make. Now, when it comes to artists, yeah, music artists, those creatives, for them, you can find out that maybe he can make, let me say, $20,000. Let me say, like with Eddie Kenzo, according to his channel, I think he can make like up to $20,000, yeah, a month. But with the gigs he gets, let me say he has traveled to maybe London to perform, or he has traveled to Nigeria, South Africa, or Korea, or China, or Japan, because he's one of the most traveled Ugandan artists, when it comes, he's the biggest export, when it comes to music that Uganda has ever produced. You notice that he'll go to a tour and he's paid over $100,000 $100,000. That's a lot. So at the end of the day, if you compare, and he has done, and he can make that in just a week. Yeah, in just a week he can make up to 100,000 USD. So at the end of the day, if you come on YouTube where he's only going to earn 20,000 USD, you notice that this is taking a month, and of course in a week he can make 100. So at the end of the day, basically what he gets off YouTube are pennies. But these artists are having Spotify, they're having Amazon, they're having Boomplay. So when they distribute their music on all these social platforms, you can imagine how much they can make, because at the end of the day, even when he's not on stage, he can still be paid. That's why Michael Jackson, up to now, he's being paid in his music more than the dead. He's more paid than the living artist because of his social media. When this music is distributed on all these other platforms, they end up making millions of dollars every month. So you can imagine how much these people can make. But for artists, basically that's little pennies. But for you and me, if you can get, even if it's 2,000 USD, basically you can pay off your rent, you can get food, you can do something with it. So that's why I'm telling you can be creatives. But of course, on number 4, in Uganda, by the way, the whole of East Africa, we are having only one artist doing the representing. I think he's the only artist here in Uganda who is having a million subscribers who are legit. So on number 4, still again, we are having Mbosso, all the way from Tanzania. Still again, yeah, Mbosso from Tanzania, and of course, he has over he has 2.58 million subscribers, and he's having more videos than most of these other people. He's having 795 videos, of course, uploaded. He's also from Tanzania. Yeah, I'm going to be telling you something about Tanzania and why these people have been ranking all through. So on number 3, we are having the one and only, that is Harmonize. Yeah, Harmonize. Most of you guys enjoy Harmonize. I like the song they did for the president. It was really it was really beautiful song, and of course, he's having 4.3 million subscribers, and he's having 916 videos. Harmonize, still again from Tanzania. Then of course, on number 2, yes, number 2, we are having the one and only, that is number 2, we are having Rayvanny. Yes, Rayvanny. Yes, I didn't want to pronounce it poorly. Rayvanny. It's not good to pronounce human names poorly. Yeah, it is really very bad. So Rayvanny is having 4.74 million subscribers and is having 826 videos. Yes, still again, he is from Tanzania. Again, we go to number 1. Okay, before we can go to number 1. Now, this is the thing. For the number of subscribers you're having, the views that you're having, it also depends on how your country helps out. Helps out like how? You can ask, like how, Anderson? Like how? Okay, if you look at countries, let me say like Rwanda, you can find even upcoming artists, yeah, starting artists having over 1 million views, yeah, because in Rwanda, their government with Kagame helps them. Internet is almost everywhere, so it doesn't matter even when you're broke, but as long as you have a smartphone, you can watch a video very cheaply. In Uganda, internet is very expensive, whereby we don't even have access to Facebook because you're supposed to be using VPN, and when you put VPN in your phone, it takes a lot of data. Some people call it data, others call it data, but data, I think those are compilation of files, and then data, that is our data we use for internet. I'm just thinking, I'm not sure. So in Uganda, our internet is very expensive. In Tanzania, and our population is also fair. Of course, with the statistics that we have, it is we are approximately 45 million people. Now, very few, of course, with the statistics that were done, a few people have smartphones, and again, when it comes to internet, you know, in Uganda, you can get yourself a wife if you have a Wi-Fi. In Uganda, you can get yourself a wife if you have a Wi-Fi, whereby she can always access the internet. So in Tanzania, that's why the biggest number, almost 80% of the list that we are having of the 10 rankings. You notice that most of these people are from Tanzania. Tanzania, internet is quite cheap, number 1. Number 2, their population is too high. So if everyone watches, guess what? The video is going to move like wildfire. It is supposed to be going viral. So on number 1, of course, we are having the one and only. Make your prediction. Make your prediction. On number 1, of course, we are having the one and only. That is Diamond Platinum. Yes, Diamond Platinum is ranking number 1, of course, in East Africa. And of course, he's having overwhelmingly, Diamond Platinum is having overwhelmingly 8.39 million subscribers with only 904 videos uploaded. But of course, for him, with Diamond, he does some stuff differently, because with YouTube, he works directly with YouTube. So they help him push. Yeah, some people go ahead more so when it comes to artists to sponsor their videos. So you can see that most of the time, if you're watching videos off YouTube, you see that their songs always come through and then they start playing, just like how Spice Dana from Uganda is doing. So ranking number 1, of course, it's the one and only Diamond Platinum. Yes, of course, my number is down there. That is 0775 86 45 72. Country code Uganda. That is plus 256 then 775 86 45 72. I will be coming, of course, telling you more about social media, to be specific, YouTube, and also other social media. So guess what? You can also go ahead and start your channel as soon as possible, because you can have a career. You can earn even more than some parliamentarians. You can earn more than doctors and lawyers and teachers. If you concentrate and make videos, you just have to be creative. My name is Luze Andrew Anderson. You can go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that each time I come to you, among the first people to be watching. Every day we are going to be starting very soon, every day at around 10 we'll be having a live discussion with you. So until then, I want the next time I come up, you tell me that you opened up your own channel. Luze Andre Anderson is my name. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and then good night.